MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh!
Ooh! Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. You about ready?
Yeah. You know it? Free birds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way.
Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro.
You know
Ain't no con in these raps, so I'm trying to be calm when it come to the cash flow.
You know
Talking shit till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome.
You know
When you out, watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the place is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the X's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the bank. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, woo, woo. You know it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Free birds.
Welcome to the Men and Teal post-game show. I am your host, Agent J. And as always, rocking with J to the I to the M-B-O.
And
You are now in the mix with the Men and Teal.
J.I.M.B.O.
hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, go. You got to get it started, bro. Hit him with the Duval, bro. Yes, sir.
Bruh.
Let's go, man. Shout out to the Jags for pulling out a dub. Shout out for everybody tuning in with us real quick for this quick recap of the game, man. We got Michael in the chat. Glad to see you can make it, dog. Let's fucking go, Duval.
Yeah,
Robert
in the chat is a great
always showing up. He says good dub. We say great fucking dub. And bro, we go recap it for you real quick.
Did
Man,
the cat
without
knock something
further,
over?
Yeah, they knocked off they brothers. The other cat.
Not Star Mufasa.
We got Duval T87 in the building. Says the defense was so big today. Yes. They were.
Two big
man.
fourth down stops, bro. 2 turnovers on down. I count that as a turnover. We had 5 turnovers today.
5 turnovers today. Yes, man. Robert says that we couldn't get a yard last year. Peterson was a joke. Facts.
Yeah,
and then
bro.
Duval comes back with his Duval. Duval. Yes, sir. Man, look, shout out everybody in the chat. Like we said, yo, do us that favor. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow, hit that share. Get this out to other Jaguars fans. Y'all already know we at the Men and Teal, we keep it real, we keep it teal. You feel me? Jay, let's just jump into it because you know we ready for Sunday night football. First of all, again, the Jaguars take down the Carolina Panthers 26-10. It was kind of a strange game.
It was more of an ass kicking than even that score shows.
Yes.
We were dominating their ass most of that game, bro.
Yes. 3 full quarters, we dominated them. Yeah, I would absolutely say that. Offense did get stagnant a couple times, but the defense, like Duval T87 said, man, they played big today. Played big. It seemed like
huge. They played huge.
Huge.
He played huge.
Yes, man. And but dog, there's just listen, okay, there's stuff to fix, obviously. Way too many penalties. The ones that were our fault and the ones that were kind of bullshit. We got to catch the ball, and Trevor, like, dog, you got to put the ball out there. I don't know if he felt like with the last throw to BTJ, he felt like, okay, damn, I need to take some off of this. It's jumping. I'm making it jump too much. Now, J.C. Horn did make it. That was a hell of a play.
Bro, like I was talking about, I was like, yo, I said, honestly, that wasn't a give me. That was not a give me. I said, J.C. Horn is a really good corner. He's one of the best corners in the league. And he made an incredible play. Every corner in the league can't make incredible plays like that. So I will live with that play because at 90% of the time, that's a touchdown. Because if that would have been against their other corner, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah,
because he's not just
Travis, bro. Like, Travis Hunter, dog. Because that was the Travis Hunter, right?
Yeah, that would have been the Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that was the Travis Hunter.
That would have been
that was a house call. That was a house call. Yes, man. So
he
I saw
got caught like he would have got caught like ETN. He would have been hit his head on the goalpost.
Bro, ETN had to stop.
He didn't
You
have
know
to
what I'm
stop.
saying?
That's the thing. He didn't have to stop. He did, bro. Fred Taylor said it. I said it before. Fred Taylor said it afterwards. I've talked to multiple people already since the game. J.I.M.B, when he went to go put the brakes on and do that little stop, J.I.M.B had already caught up to him and the defender and already had his hand on the guy. If ETN keeps running full speed, J.I.M.B catches him, catches the blocker, and he has an escort, 91-yard house call.
We'll see when the tape comes out.
I know, but
agree to disagree for right now. Agree to disagree right now, man, because that's not what I saw when I saw it live and on the replays that they showed in the stadium. But just to go over the stats real quick, since we're talking about that, Trevor Lawrence went 19 for 31 for 178. He had a completion percentage of 61.29%, average 5.74. No, that can't be right. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Damn. Dinking and dunking. A lot of dinking and dunking. I guess you really don't care when you're winning, huh? 1 touchdown and 1 interception, which we just referenced. The run game got going. 200 yards on the dot of total team of rushing. ETN had 16 carries for 143 yards, 8.94. You might as well say 9 yards a carry. His long for 71 that bro was just referring to. And he had the only 20-plus yard run. Bigsby had 5 carries for 12 yards, 2.4 yards a carry. Trevor Lawrence had 4 runs that he did for 12 yards, 3 yards a carry. Bashaw Tootin had 3 runs for 11 yards. That's 3.67. And Brian Thomas had the 1 for 9 yards and a touchdown. LaQuint Hallen had 1 for 7, and Dyami Brown had 2 for 6.
That touchdown was a rushing touchdown, right?
Yes, it was a rushing touchdown. Leading the motherfucking receivers today.
Hunter Long. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Premature.
Britton Strange.
Bruh, Britton motherfucking Strange. J.I.M.B was vindicated today. The Britton Strange slander, the rage baiting that me, myself, Agent J did to J.I.M.B on this podcast 2 years ago was vindicated today with 2 of the nastiest down blocks, just cracking motherfuckers, catching the ball. Had a hell of a
strong
game.
Hands, breaking tackles, getting yak. I believe him and Travis Etienne had the most yak today, bro. Both 23 yards after the catch. But Britton Strange had 4 receptions on 4 targets, 59 yards. Longest was 24 yards. Dyami Brown had 3 receptions on 4 targets, 52 yards. 23 was his longest. Travis Hunter was 6 for 8 with 33 yards. 10 was his longest. Travis Etienne was 3 for 13. Honestly, the majority of the 13 yards was all yak. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And Brian Thomas 1 for 11. He should have had at least 2. But that way too fast. Mm-hmm. The after review, the rule on the field was an incomplete pass, and then they showed it on the board, and both of his feet, he caught the ball, and both of his feet were in bounds. So I don't know, dog. I haven't seen it on TV yet. Obviously we're gonna go back and we watched it, but all in all, we're gonna say that we saw what we wanted to see from the offense. They can absolutely run the ball. And I think I still think it's by committee. Like, I think it was not BTJ, excuse me. It was ETN. I think it was ETN today. But next week, depending on what they see, it might be Tank Bigsby. You know what I'm saying? whatever they're going to see where they get the most advantage. If it's like, hey, running hard between the tackles, if that's where we're going to get, if that's where we're going to make our money at next week, then I bet you're going to see more Tank Bixby in the game next week. But I think, Travis showed you, between Travis can't see holes, Travis can't run between the tackles, and what are we going to do without Evan? How can we get rid of Evan? How do we fill that role? Man, we told you. He was already on the team. His name was Brenton fucking Strange, dog.
Yeah, bro.
And, dog, the defense, bro, your captains made the plays, right? Your captains and your veteran free agents that this regime brought in made the play. Eric Murray had the pass breakup. Eric Murray had the pass deflection that Foye intercepted, right? And then Foye caused the fumble that Jordan Lewis recovered.
Yep.
And then putting pressure
And
on
then,
that boy.
and then Jordan Lewis had the illegal touching or whatever, the defensive holding that took back Dewey's 6-6, bro.
Whatever. Yeah, dog. That sucked, dog. Really wanted Dewey to have that pick six. I thought Dewey played great. Great. Obviously,
he got beat a couple times, but I mean that happens, bro. I thought he played really well, bro.
Yeah, he was where. Listen, he got that. You and I discussed it. He got that pick six, and if it would have stand, the reason why he got it because he did what he was supposed to, and he was in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, dog. So, listen, I will say, shout out Smoot. You feel me? But
tackle for a loss and a sack or half sack.
Smoot got a whole sack.
Yeah,
he got the whole sack, and but I mean, bro,
back-to-back plays. I'm saying, bro, back-to-back plays though. He had the tackle for a loss, and then the next play he got the sack.
Yeah. But in total, at least what they have right now, they only have a total of 5 team pressures.
Yeah.
So it's actually the opposite. We actually saw the opposite of what we were kind of worried about. We thought that, we're going to have to worry about the back end because we didn't know what the back end was going to look like. But the back end played pretty solid. Mm-hmm. I mean, they locked down Ted McMillan. He was their leading. He was the Panthers' leading receiver. Bro, they locked him down to 5 receptions and 68 yards, no touchdowns. Chuba even. And it felt like they were letting the run game kind of get out of hand a little bit. But I mean, the numbers, I think the Bryce Young runs kind of amplified a little bit, but the numbers, they actually held Chuba Hubbard to 57 yards on 16 attempts. He ended up only averaging 3.56 yards a carry. Now, obviously, they had to stymie the run anyway because they got down, right? But the fact that this offense was able to put up 20 points in the first half, which technically it should have been more, but the fact that you made it to 20, to me, was impressive. To me, says that this offense works. Now, obviously, you have to go out and you got to do it again. You got to go out and you got to, just so you know, bro, there's like no sound coming through on your side.
Oh, I know. I knew I was off. I was coughing and shit.
Okay. All right. I thought you were trying to say something. But they got to go out and they got to do it again, and they got to go out and do it against this Bengals defense. But I think it worked. It at least shows you that this offense works. You gotta take care of the penalties. You gotta take care of the drops. But for the most part, people executed. And people made plays when they had to make plays. And shout out to Cam Little.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was 4 for 4 on kicks, on field goals. Let's see, Cam Little. Yeah, 4 for 4 on field goals and 2 for 2 on extra points, dog. 14 fantasy points. It's pretty damn good for a kicker.
Yeah, you got me 14 fantasy points. Like it was.
There you go. So, any unique other takeaways that we saw? Brenton Strange, bro. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for the pod. I'm gonna save it for the pod on Thursday, but Brenton motherfucking Strange.
Well, here, look, since we here, we can get a live reaction to.
Whip says Cam do gotta fix the kicks though.
Yeah, he had that kick. He had that kick out of bounds.
Yeah, he had 2 of them, but I think they're also telling him to do something.
Yeah,
like they want him to, like they don't want it to. They want it to skip off the turf, so that way if they let it go in the end zone, it's going to go
to get to the 15. A 30-yard punt inside their own 10. The Jags take over.
Brenton.
All right. Oh yeah, Brenton.
Look at J.I.M.B. Look at J.I.M.B.
No, but he doesn't get in front until he stops. That's what I'm saying.
He shouldn't have stopped. Bro, he had that. But he had that. Look at 32. J.I.M.B.'s here, bro.
He would have squeezed him to the sideline. He would have squeezed him to the sideline, dog.
To get back to that backside, right behind Strange. You know, everybody will talk about to get back to that backside. Right behind Strange, you know, everybody will talk about, hey, man, he had 3 catches in that first half, and he was dynamic for a lot of yards.
Bro, look how much space he had right here, bro.
In
J.I.M.B. is stride for stride with him, bro.
That first half, and he was dynamic, a lot of yards, but that's the thing that you love. Strange on the block, creating an opportunity for the running back to take it up between the tackles.
I really think he could have got it, but I mean, if he couldn't have, it is what it is. But, bro,
Whip here says ETN currently the best rusher in the league.
Hey, for real.
Yes, man. Duval T87 says that should have been a touchdown, and what a block, bro. Man, Devin in the house. Shout out Devin.
Yeah,
Devin, man. Listen, hey, Hainsey on the BTJ touchdown run. Oh my God, Hainsey was about to put that boy on spin cycle.
Both sides of the ball after the. Can you just
field, settle into the game, kind of get in the flow? It was good.
Travis, can you just describe your emotions today? It's finally here.
My dog cut his hair.
Playing both sides of the ball after the game. You're doing a little lap around the stadium. Was it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, I was just excited, ready to go out there and win with my team and just bring that energy. Like I say every day, every time y'all interview me, I'm trying to bring the energy, bring the guys up, and make sure we stay true to ourselves and just be the team we know we can be.
How do you think you did offensively today, Coach?
I just want to see
Cohen
Thomas
just was in, said you ran all the right routes and all that other stuff, couple of catches. How do you feel like you played today?
I did my job. That was the main focus, is me doing my job. I did what they asked me to do, and I know I can do more, and I know I can do better.
Travis, you guys ran for over 200 yards. How pleasing was that for the offensive performance on the ground?
Oh, that's great. You can run the ball, and then they had to come up and play man and press us, so then we get to throw the ball. So it was great that we was able to run the ball right through them.
And how cool was it seeing BTJ get the reverse touchdown run?
Oh, yeah, I was on the sideline happy because I knew it was his play, and I knew he was going to get the ball and score, so I was definitely excited for him. But he forgot to do the dance, but it's all good.
How hard is it or is it easy for you to be so involved on every play and so bring so much energy even when you're not on the field? Because you're like the first one out there to celebrate with everybody.
It's not hard. You just got to go out there and just be myself. I've been doing this for a long time, and my job is to go out there and bring the energy and do my job.
And J.C. Horn made a great one-handed catch on that ball. That was the deep ball, but was that a touchdown if he doesn't get that?
If he don't get up and make a great play like he did, I think that was a touchdown.
Travis, as you reflect back on your first game in the NFL, are there any particular memories or highlights that really stand out in your mind from today?
We went out there and won. We won the game. We was able to take my first game was a dub, so that's exciting for me.
The haircut wasn't like a rookie hazing thing, was it?
No. I chose to do this myself.
Why?
It was just time to let it go. New me, new person, walking to a new chapter in my life, so I was able to chop it off.
Sometimes you let it go, it doesn't come back.
Said that verbatim.
Travis, before the game, you came over and you had a little moment with your with your grandmother. And I know there are other members of your family in the stadium. Just what did that mean, seeing them here and being able to play your first professional game in front of her, in front of family members?
I grew up here in South Florida, so it was great for me to be able to show my grandma.
Louis.
You know, she was the first person to sign me up for football, so her seeing me on the big stage was an exciting moment for me.
Travis, 3 turnovers by defense. Seemed like guys were flying around. Just what are your thoughts on what defense showed today?
That's what we're doing in practice. We do it every day in practice, just flying around. You know, our big emphasis, everybody get to the ball, 11 guys to the ball, so tips and overdose, we got to get those, and that's what we've been doing.
Travis, how abnormal was this with just a few defensive snaps? I think you may have had 6. I mean, usually you're playing almost every play, so we understand what your new role is going to be like, but what was it like, over the last 4 hours?
I just leave that up to the coaches. I just go out there when they call my number and call my name. I just go out there and do my job. So,
hey Foye, can you describe what happened on the 2 turnovers for us? The interception you had, and then punching out the ball on Bryce Young.
Yeah, the first one, the interception, was a boot. Saw the safety overtook the over, so I was just kind of being an opportunist. I thought he was going to run it. He didn't. Threw a contested throw. Murray made a great play breaking it up, and I saw the ball in the air. And that's like the tips and overthrows. We said we got to get those, so I saw it in the air, accelerated, made sure I caught the ball. Yeah, and then came down with it. But it was just a good play all around for the whole defense.
Travis did it. Duval too.
Punch out, dropped in my zone. And then this time he did run it. He crossed the line of scrimmage. So I hate when quarterbacks kind of do that, but it's cool. He's trying to get his extra yard and stuff, so we decided to go head first. And, you don't want to dive on the guy and maybe get the penalty. So, we put the ball out as he was stumbling forward. So he's already going to the ground. Might as well take my shot at it. Got the ball there, and I felt the air come out the side there. So I knew the ball was on the ground. I just saw a whole bunch of our guys hustling after the ball, so I assumed we got it. Started running.
Oh, over here. Have you ever experienced anything quite like an hour and 6-minute delay in a game before at any level of football? And what do you do in those that hour time?
Yeah, actually my first ever game, I guess it wasn't a delay, it was just we hadn't started. Kind of Thursday night game, I guess kind of similar how this year started off. Eagles game, and it was raining and stuff, so I understood, you got to wait for them to say you can go back on the field to warm up and stuff, but it was great how we handled it, really. I like how the strength staff had everything kind of organized for us. We went over some adjustments and kind of like a little mini halftime, and then we were already stretching inside, came back outside, had a good organized warm-up period.
They cleared it.
And then we took the confidence that we had going into that break, came back out with some adjustments, and just kept it flowing. So I think we handled it very good, and nobody was really surprised by it at all.
Boy, getting to, was it 3 turnovers or whatever it is today, that was something the defense wasn't able to really do a ton of last year. How good does it feel to get off to a start like that?
I just, I talked to the guys already that we put a lot of work in this whole offseason, new faces in here. We gained a lot of trust and a lot of good camaraderie, it feels like, on that side of the ball, really, with the team. And then it's coming out here and put a good product on film. Feels good, You come out, put in all that work, and if it doesn't go well, now you're starting to second guess a little bit, just naturally. So just come out here and feel like we played well. Obviously, there's stuff that we should improve on, we need to improve on. But coming out here and everybody flying around, everybody, keeping that camaraderie that we had from the offseason to this first game, I mean, it just felt great. So getting the turnovers, like, we're doing stuff right. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep improving on it.
And Murray and Lewis both had, big plays on defense with you guys. The 2 new guys coming in, how much of an impact do they make? And when you see the veterans doing that, how does that help, like maybe some of the younger guys?
Yeah, I love it because when they play well, they're good examples in the locker room already, how they go about their business, talking about meeting whenever I want to call a meeting, they're ready to meet, doing extra, having a routine and stuff. So if they see success at that level now in the DB room as well, they're going to fall, I'd say, in line, but they're going to maybe implement what gets them success. And, and then carry from camp and practice to the game, who wouldn't want to have that same success, how they play. They play well, communicate well, play hard, tackle hard. I love playing with them right now. So everybody, getting on that same page, we can be very dangerous defense.
Like I said, right now,
most that you feel like in this defense,
like if that shit goes south,
what was it like just seeing that kind of be vindicated first game right out of the
Yeah. I feel like I had good years being a playmaker, and I felt that kind of same energy, just how they stressed about talking about the ball. So getting back to that, I put it on myself really because I put it out to y'all. I wanted to be a playmaker, so they gave me the opportunity to have my eyes back more on the ball, maybe breaking up, not having to run all over the place with wheel routes and stuff. So it's really trusting the rush, making the right break angles, and then when the ball does present itself, kind of how the coaching staff harps on getting the ball, let's all go attack the ball. So it's a good start for us. We have to keep it going through the year. But, they come in bunches. So they start now. Let's keep it going and see where this takes us.
And then you guys had 4 new guys up front, a couple of new guys in the secondary. What does it say just to see you guys gel together so quickly?
I guess it's really the hours in the off season. Spending time together, trusting one another, trusting that we're all going to be in the same spot. We're really seeing them make plays. It's like, all right, that's what he's capable of. I trust him to do that now. And then, coming to this game, they see me make plays, see the defensive line make plays, the run game, everybody's attacking their gaps hard. Keep building off of that, but it's definitely solid to see.
Jordan already tweeted that you should have been an all-pro the last 3 years. So
Appreciate that.
what does it mean to have hype men like those guys? Like I said this to a couple guys in the locker room. I don't want to call it subdued, but it felt like a business-like approach after this win. Maybe not as euphoric. It was, hey, all right, good win, but we checked the box and now we're moving on.
Right. To be a dominant defense, it takes the whole season. You can't go ups and downs, or you got to really stack games. You got to stack streaks and stuff. So to come out, definitely good tone-setting game. Like I said earlier, we got a lot of stuff to clean up. And I said earlier, we got good vets who are going to come in, kind of go through these meetings, understand what we have to do better. And I love, working with them so far. So then we're all each other's hype man. I told everybody we got to celebrate our wins, the little ones, the big ones. I appreciate J. Lou shouting me out like that. Because he knows, he kind of, we're close, so he knows kind of the little stuff that I think about as my career has gone on, and it is what it is, but I just want to keep producing how I know I'm capable of producing, and then all that stuff, it comes as it comes. But I can't control that, but I can play well for my boys, for sure.
And then one other thing that you've talked to us about is because you can play a little more free, but also because as opposed to being the eraser, you feel like everybody around you knows their assignment. Did that shine through today?
Yeah, we definitely played with a lot of trust today. I think we played with a lot of trust, and there's stuff that we should clean up to make sure we're executing our calls and stuff, but we play with a lot of trust, and that's just a lot of bank reps through the preseason, playing it the same way each and every day. So appreciate Coach Camp really, putting those installs in and hammering details of communication, but it's just the first game, so we got to see how that keeps growing all the way through the season. But it was cool. It was fun.
Foye. Yeah, Foye. As John mentioned, there are a lot of guys on defense that were kind of new, but there's one guy who returned to this team, and Dwayne Smoot. How big an impact has he had in his return to the Jags, and how much did you guys miss him last year?
It's cool to see how the guys really rally around him, kind of camaraderie, as I keep mentioning. He came in and, he had to get acclimated and stuff, but once he did, the guys got a lot of trust in him, and he's kind of versatile up there on the defensive line, plays inside, can go outside, runs the stunts and all that. So I just saw them working and communicating. I don't really know, what they be doing up there. They just, I know what they're doing, but, I saw how much they clicked very early, and him coming back, they know what he does well. They're really playing off of each other and stuff, and everybody is having a communicated rush plan, and that's very important for D linemen to make sure that the rush lanes are going to be closed, or when they can rush up the field versus come under and stuff. So them embracing him again was really cool to see. But I already know, an established veteran who's seen a lot of football, I like how they communicate with them.
All right, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. I mean, they kind of said what we said, bro.
Yeah.
Offense was good, but it needs to be better. And defense was great. Do they always have to be great? No, but can they be consistently good?
Mm-hmm.
And have great moments, especially against teams where, now look, Carolina might, after this week, they might go on a run. You know what I'm saying? Carolina might win 10 games this year. I don't know. But, presumably, because that looked like a bad Carolina team, you did what you were supposed to do.
You do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the business. Yeah, it should be somber. Like Mia said, it should be somber. It felt like because this isn't the goal. We've been trying to really get this shit over with, so we can get to some other shit. Like we gotta go. We gotta tighten up, bro. BTJ, catch the fucking ball. Tyson can't like. I see the game plan, but damn, I understand what the game plan was. We were okay about giving stuff up underneath. And so that allowed people to kind of just get something. But
Bill Presco says Jags controlled the game today. Secondary is a bit shaky, but next week they will be put to the test. Walker and Allen was very quiet. No pressure on Trevor, how the offense is called. Not too much weight on his shoulders, but he definitely needs to work on his touch passes. Yeah, I agree with most of that.
Yeah.
I agree with most of that. I mean,
that's your fault.
You know, I don't think they gave up 10 points. They gave up 10 point. This is why I'll push back against your secondary is shaky thing. They gave up 10 points, and you just said Trayvon and Josh Allen were very quiet. And we mentioned, that's what I said. Go first, go.
Yeah, we can see. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can see, bro. But yeah, and we only had 5 QB pressures. So it was really the secondary that was doing all the work, secondary and linebacking core. You know,
I think they had a good game. I think they had a good game plan.
Yeah,
like I said, I think it's kind of what I said right before that. Before you read the comment, I think a lot of the scheme, we played a lot of off. We played a lot of off. We gave up some underneath stuff. So I'm not super tripping about it. Was to me the early Chuba Hubbard running shit was pissing me off because he was getting 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Like that's what was pissing me off, but they couldn't get in the end zone. So, like you said earlier, they had to abandon that.
Yeah.
So look, we got the Liam Cohen victory speech. I think.
Can we save that for the show because the whatchamacallit's finna come on?
Well, we got. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna play it. That was gonna be the last thing because.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a few minutes. And then, we can get out of here after Coach says a couple words to the Minute Till audience.
Len knows he's going to give the Duval.
Hey, guys. That was fun, man. That was fun. Guys, we're talking about wanting to establish the run for over 200 yards on the line. 3 turnovers. 2 on down. 3 turnovers. 2 turnover on downs, guys. Let's get them 5 times. Weird day. You talk about handling the right way as a team. Okay, you're never gonna forget this one, right? Lightning delay. We come in together, 40 minutes, whatever it is, and we come out and we're by far the more physical team. By far. Hands down. A lot of good. We got to clean up the penalties, guys. We got to clean up this. Guys, there's so much to overcome. But for right now, enjoy the out of this. Enjoy it. Let's get on the tape, clean this up, move on, and we're rolling next week. Leo! Jay!
This is what we envisioned in January, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's happening here in September. Gonna go on forever!
You got to make Coach do Duval, y'all. Oh, your mic is muted.
That was Travis talking about Duval. You got to get a Duval. I did.
Yes,
oh man, that's what I'm talking about, Coach. I need that, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes, tell them we were after all the bullshit we came out, we were the most fucking physical.
Physical, bro.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Duval T87 says Doug and Ryan could never. That's right, bro. But bro, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Yes.
And with that is your host, Agent J, and y'all were rocking with your boy J to the I to the M-B-O. And we are out of here.